Man, your chef does know how to cook a killer meal. Yeah, I haven't had anything this good in a while. Man, this makes me miss Chi-Chi's cooking a lot. Sire, the Eggman's hitmen are almost here. Alright, good. So, they're, Mr. Goku, perhaps? Just because they're feeding you well doesn't make you our guest. You're still our prisoner. Yeah, I know, but this is actually quite kind of you. You know what? If you weren't here, I would definitely be chewing down on that meal right now. Wow, you would actually be eating this whole meal by yourself? Man. No, I would be eating that meal and times 5 more. Like you've been eating us out of the kitchen. And that should be me that's eating out of the kitchen. Wait, you're going to eat this and a lot of more? Man, you're sure like eating just like me. Well, yes, because I'm the Baron, and the Baron gets to do whatever he pleases. Wait, you guys do whatever you guys want as Barons? Like, doesn't that mean like you don't get to follow any rules and get to like break them all? Like the law doesn't apply to you? Well, God Emperor Eggman's law only applies to us Barons and Baronesses. You know what, Mr. Goku, how about you can like have a little vegetable for your side of a meal? How about a carrot? Wait, carrot? Ew, carrot? Like you could have like thought of like peas or corn, but you had to give me a carrot? What the heck is wrong with you two? Like, don't mind these escargoon. Like, how about you just stay a while and we can make you our guest, you know? Like, you're not our prisoner anymore, you're our guest. Nice try, but I can sense 2 great power levels coming straight to the castle right now. Like, the moment I found out you guys were treating me too kindly. Like, I know that you retain your greedy personality, and I find it quite odd that you've been literally feeding me your entire kitchen, even if you're greedy and would rather eat your old kitchen by yourself. Which is why I am going to make my escape. Toodaloo! Wait a minute, don't leave just yet. You're right, I should definitely say my farewells before I leave. How rude of me. Baron Dedede, I hope you find the good in you and realize that God Emperor Eggman doesn't really care about you. What the blasphemous! The God Emperor cares about all of us! Well, that's what he tells you. And that's also what you think. But in actuality, I know people who know your God Emperor quite well. And they aren't really fond of his action. And also tell Chef Kawasaki he's definitely a good chef and should definitely deserve a raise. What the? Where did he go? He just teleported right out of nowhere. Like, where did he go? Oh no, he got away. What are Eggman's hitmen going to say about this? You let him get away, didn't you? Yeah, so, we're sorry. Like, we tried to keep him here as long as we can, but he just teleported away. Well, this is pointless. I could definitely be doing other things besides this. Come on, Hit. We're going back to the God Emperor to tell him the bad news. What's the matter, Dennis? Now you see what true power is? Now tell me, Dennis, is this the first time that you've ever felt fear in your life? Well then, so be it. Huh? Little do you know, Dennis, every attack that you throw at me, every punch, kick, any damage that's inflicted on my body only makes me stronger. Do you ever shut up? You're saying that like you want a reaction out of me. Like you're trying to scare me or You know you can't win this fight, Dennis. That you will ultimately fail in the end. I will not fail. I was trained by the God Emperor himself in his arts and his techniques. I will succeed in my mission, and I will end your little rebellion. Bulma? Vegeta? Bulma, it's really you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry I can't bring you back. I failed. My love, there's no need to be sad. Vegeta, sweetie, I forgive you for not being able to save me then. Listen, I actually am happy out here. We all are. Trunks. Brah. My kids. Listen, I can't beat Dennis, someone who was trained by the God Emperor himself. How do you think I could be able to beat him? I failed you. I couldn't save you then. I won't be able to save you now. Vegeta, sweetie, don't talk negative about yourself like that. Do you call yourself the prince of all losers? Listen, Vegeta, all of the past years that we've been together, you have shown to me that you had grown from a prideful alien world conqueror to a loving husband to me and a loving father to our kids. I could have never asked for a better man like you, Vegeta. Well, except that idiot Yamcha, right? Oh, Vegeta, you so crack me up. No, I'm serious. Listen, when you went to go and save the multiverse and prevent its destruction, you made a promise that you'd see me again. So, keep that promise, Vegeta. Listen, the Vegeta that I knew would never give up from a fight. He would never give up from his motivations. Now, I want you to go back out there and beat that Dennis's... Huh? Hey, Vegeta! Fuck! Vegeta, what's wrong? Did you woke up on the wrong side of the bed this morning? What are you doing in here? Like, isn't this supposed to be my conscience? What are you even doing here in the first place? Oh, I actually heard that you're having a moment, so I just decided to just pop on in and just check to see how you're doing. You always have to come in and ruin things, Kakarot. Like, I've trained all my life just to surpass you, Kakarot. And this happens every single time. Every time I surpass you, you end up surpassing me with some sort of other transformation you have. You always treat me like your second fiddle. Well, guess what, Kakarot? Now, I'm not going to be your second fiddle anymore. This is my story, and this is how I'm deciding my story to go. Whoa, Vegeta, buddy, calm down there. And this time, I'm not going to let you, or Lloyd, or Frieza get in my way. And soon, once I efface that mustached, bald, fat ass, I'll drag him from his throne in his castle, and I'll give him every last inch of hate and pain that aches in my heart. I will win! I knew that you had it in you, Vegeta. Just a little push that you need. Huh? So, Dennis, you think you know what real power is? I'll show you real power. Damon, do you feel that? Yeah, Maps. So its energy is surging. Whatever it is, it's causing the whole place to shake. This was my story all along. And no one's gonna tell me how my story will end. And my story only ends when I kill that false god and bring back everyone I loved. And now, I shall surpass everyone. Surpass Kakarot, surpass Lloyd, surpass Frieza, even the once proud destroyer of Universe 7, my mentor, Lord Beerus, who had been teaching me in the ways of this destroyer just before Taboo took him. Now I will finally be the one to rise up. Their vengeance, as well as everyone else's, that Eggman has either slaughtered or refused to bring back and brainwashed. And once again, I'm tired of being a second fiddle. Now to finally show you the true extent of my power, the final lesson of Lord Beerus. Finally did it. So, Dennis, I present the pinnacle of my destroyer training. All my years of pushing myself in order to surpass Kakarot has finally led up to this moment. This power is not, however, a stranger to me, as I faced against a god destruction of Point T, who used this power in an event called the Tournament of Power. I now possess the power that is equal to all 12 gods of destruction of my multiverse, though it is quite a shame that Beerus is not here to witness how much his teachings in the way of the Destroyer has gotten me. You see, unlike you, I was actually trained by a god. Your little master knows nothing about true power. Your mentor spent all of his life seeking power and saw the right opportunity to take that power. How dare you disrespect the almighty God Emperor like that? You shall die right here and now, Saiyan. Is that the best that you got? My leg. What's the matter? Got on your last leg? You know nothing about what true power is. You always relied on other people's teachings to get you stronger. All of my life, I gotten stronger all by myself and never needed a mentor. How dare you? You've done it now, enemy of the God Emperor. Oh, have I? Now, Big Bang Hakai! For someone trained by the God Emperor, you sure do seem kind of weak compared to me in this new form of mine. How your power level is almost laughable. See, I'm actually quite surprised you actually survived that attack. Especially by a mere weakling like you. Vegeta's power, he's gotten very strong. It seems that he has finally unlocked the powers of the Destroyer, but in a quite different way, I might add. Much different from how Topo utilized it. It appears that my student, Dennis, is somehow in danger. Dennis, wait a minute. Are you talking about like that guy with the cowboy hat and the glasses? Yeah, from the ocean domain perhaps? Yes, he better have remembered my teachings. It seems that you are quite much of a cockroach, Dennis. Able to survive through any of my blasts. You don't know what true power is like. I'm sorry, can you speak up, Dennis? I wasn't able to hear you there. I said you don't know what true power is like. Now, let me show you. You claim you know what true power is like, but don't you know who I am? I am Dennis, and I always get my man. That is it. Incredible. So is he attacked without even moving. Maybe in that form he could be able to attack very fast that none of us could be able to see it. What are you doing now, Vegeta? Flying away? You called that puny little transformation power? I know exactly what true power is. Don't you know that every attack you throw at me only makes me stronger, you know? And soon enough, I'll get it exactly to your level. But first, get a load of this. Final Flash! Again, you call that power? What the? My Final Flash did nothing against him! Like, not even a scratch! I said, you call that power? I'll show you what true power is. What's happening to me? This is what true power looks like. I've trained years under the God Emperor to be able to unlock this form. In this form, I have access to the God Emperor's power. With it, I could take on powerful foes like you. Now, do you yield, Vegeta? I do not. I am the Prince of all Saiyans, and I'm done fighting when I say I'm done, and I yield to no one, not even God Emperor scum like you. Is that the best you got? For complying with my demands of yielding, I shall grant you a swift and quick death. I came this far to fight for my family, to fight to bring them back. I came this far, and now you want me to give up? I don't care if I'm tortured for 1,000 years. I do not yield. I will say this again. I am being merciful for you. Fighting back has no use now. You shall die here and now, and I'll take care of the rest of the traitors. No, Vegeta! Any last words, Vegeta? Yes, even death, remember this. Tell your little master that if you strike me down, someone will still rise up against you. And it's not going to be the last. Fine. Huh? I sense something. A power that could only be the God Emperor. Huh? Lloyd? Yes, and is that the Seraphim form? The Seraphim? He did it. That damn mortal! But how could you have possibly gotten in here, mortal? There was no way to get in or out. Wait, don't tell me. This Saiyan wasn't the only one in here. Are you? It's about damn time you figured out. How smart of you, assassin. But how did he gain access to the Seraphim? That's a technique that only the God Emperor knows. So matters. I shall stomp out you blasphemous kind from existence. My arm! What the? Huh? What the hell was that? Did he just hurt him? My Final Flash did nothing against him, but how was Lloyd able to do that? I see now. He's just exactly like Kakarot. He was just able to surpass me that easily by gaining access to that angelic form. How? Tell me how, mortal. That form. How did you know that form? I am the ultimate Spinjitzu master. The grandson of the first Spinjitzu master. He once stumbled upon this form when he was desperate in trying to defeat the Overlord once and for all. Despite his desperation, he never wished to use this form, fearing that if one uses this form, they would lose their humanity. This form, originally taught by the Grand Priest himself to his student Taboo, now makes its way to me. But you know, I should compliment this power. It's much more powerful than my golden ninja form, and far stronger than my golden Oni form. Perfect forms of killing a god. Ding! What's happening to me? What the? Where did you go? You blasphemous Seraphim user! Where could that mortal be? What's going on? What do I hear? What the? What's going on? No. How is that even possible for him to gain that much power? The Supreme High Form! No! You... You may have been able to overpower me then, but now, time for you to die, Ultimate Spinjitzu Master. No. Baron, what do you mean, no? You are not. This is my domain, and you follow the Baron's rules. I don't follow anyone's rules. I only follow the God Emperor. And besides, what are you going to do about it? Punch me? You're a pacifist Baron, remember? And if you aren't, you do not interfere with the God Emperor. I said stop! Stop! The God Emperor will find about your treason, and he will destroy you all. What the hell was that, huh? Broly, you killed him. I'm sorry, Vegeta. I did not mean for this to happen. Now God knows about what I did. He's gonna come after me too. Just like you and Damien. Hey, I was already an enemy of the God Emperor the moment I came to this world. Like, Broly, if you want to come with us, you could be safe there. No. I must stay here. So what? So that Eggman could come here and he can kill you? But Broly, just come with us. I promise, like, once this is all over, you can be back on Planet Vampa. Like, we can bring everyone back if you just can help us. I'm sorry, Vegeta. Me and Broly were never going to help you in the first place. It's best that we stay here and not be a burden for you guys. But you guys could be a use to us. You can help us. It's no use, Lloyd. They already made up their mind. It's best that we just leave now, because if Eggman already knows about this, he's not going to stop until he gets all of us. So it's best that we just leave these two to their fate, and we leave now and fight another day. Right, Vegeta. Lolbit, send us back. Farewell, Vegeta, and Lloyd, Damien, Maps. We wish you good luck. Omni King, it appears that Dennis, your student, the hitman, he's dead. What? How could he possibly died? I taught him all of my techniques, all of my transformations. I trained him myself, How could he have possibly fell? Well, I'm afraid that those anomalies you've been referring to have killed him. From what I've heard about, it appears that one of those mortals, a green one, gained access to a form known as Seraphim. Seraphim? A form only known by the Grand Priest himself. But how could he have gotten access to that without my training? Not sure, but it appears that two barons have betrayed us. Both Baron Bat and Baron Broly. Broly? How could he... It appears that that Vegeta and Lloyd have gotten to him. He now knows the truth of my true nature. I knew I should have brainwashed him when I had the chance to. Fine, I shall head to the 7th domain and speak with Baron Broly. Mr. Baron Goodman, the men I core are already occupied, so send my robots to the Rustlands to deal with Baron Bat. Will do, sir. Appears that Lolbit and Team Fazbears are still out there. Now, I will now stop at nothing to make sure that Team Fazbears and Lolbit Ninjago are nothing but a mere faded memory.